And good afternoon, everyone. Phil Penarski here with CBS 42 Now. Hope you're all having a great day. Today is our first of hopefully many Weather Wednesdays that we will be introducing interesting topics regarding the weather with our very own storm team. And what better way to start than with our very own Ashley Gann as we get set as the start of fall has officially started just a little less than an hour ago at 2:21, and we have Ashley joining us, thankfully, to address what this really means, really explaining the autumnal equinox, two words that I simply just have no idea what that means. So we're actually going to send it to Ashley now, and she's just going to take it away and really explain everything really in depth. Ashley.
Well, thanks, Phil. It sounds super fancy, autumnal equinox, but it's just a short way of saying the start of fall, which, as Phil mentioned, started this afternoon at 2:21. So the first full day of fall will technically be tomorrow, but the autumnal equinox occurred at 2:21, and that was the moment that the sun was crossing the equator. Here's how it works. Earth sits on a tilt. You've heard of the Earth's axis before, 23.5 degrees, and generally between solstices, that's the winter and summer solstice, that's when the axis of the Earth points towards or away from the sun. That's how we get those winter and summer months. In between, we have spring and fall. So right now we have our autumnal equinox. It generally happens somewhere between September 22nd and 23rd each year. So what's happening now is the tilt of the Earth is allowing for the sun's energy to shine down right along the equator of the Earth. Equinox, that just comes from a Latin word that means equal. So this is the time of year where we have equal days and equal nights. So we'll have about 12 hours of sunlight and 12 hours of darkness. But you'll notice in the coming weeks, those hours of nighttime get a little bit longer. Our hours of sunlight will get a little shorter in the coming days. So happy fall, Phil.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it absolutely feels like fall right now. I mean, outside it's a little chillier than usual. Ashley, can you kind of explain, are we going to be seeing this for an extended period of time, specifically with these big football games coming up this weekend?
Yeah, I tell you what, it's truly feeling like football outside. I cannot guarantee that this air is going to stick around for the entirety of the season, though. I want to point out some numbers. This is just from today. So far, our temperatures have topped out at 74. We'll get our official reading at around 4 o'clock this afternoon. On average, though, our highs this time of year are at 85 degrees. If you are a football fan and you've spent any amount of time watching college football in the Deep South, you know that late August, early September, we can have some pretty sweltering games. I mean, we are talking temperatures in the 90s. It's hot, it's steamy, but we're going to have some relief this weekend because the 70s we had today will be sticking around. But I just want to kind of show you our almanac very quickly. Our average, our normal morning lows are at around 73 degrees. That was our high today. So that means that our average low is actually what our highs were today. Our average lows are sitting about 64, but we're getting even colder overnight tonight. Did you see that record cold though, 42? I don't think we're going to get that cold, but there will be some 40s in the state overnight tonight. Look at our 24-hour temperature change. We've seen a drop in temperatures from about 10 to 15 degrees from Birmingham up through the Tennessee Valley. That cooler air has made things feel so nice outside. Right now in Huntsville, one of the coolest spots in the state, 70 degrees. We have 74 in Birmingham, still holding at 80 in Montgomery as that cold front continues to slide south. Cold air, it's denser, it's heavier. It takes it a little bit longer to settle in, but we are going to have a fantastic string of days as we move into your weekend. All the feels of fall tomorrow, 72 for your high. By Friday, 76. Sunshine prevails, nearing 80 degrees on Saturday. I'll tell you what, if this is not a pumpkin picking kind of forecast, I really don't know what is. But there's no guarantee, like I mentioned, that this is going to last for the rest of the season, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Ashley. And we're just very excited for these upcoming days. No 80s. I mean, my armpits are really thanking you. I'm not going to be sweating that much, but definitely something to look forward to, specifically, as you mentioned, with these football games. I know a lot of people that's their favorite time of the fall, or the favorite thing about fall, really, is all of the football going on, tailgating. So we actually want to hear from you as we approach sort of the middle part, towards the end of this live stream. All of those who are watching, what is your favorite part about fall? We want you to leave it in the comments section below. Well, so far we've seen a lot. We have lots of people saying that they love carving pumpkins, getting excited for Halloween. The outdoor wear, sweaters and boots,
Sweater
definitely.
weather.
Yes, absolutely. Ashley, I do want to ask you, what is your favorite part about the fall season?
Okay, I love football through and through. I've grown up a football gal, so this is the one thing I look most forward to during the fall season. And there's something else I'm not sure I should admit on this live stream because I know people are going to razz me, but the fall is also the time when I put up my Christmas tree. Don't tell anybody.
Oh my goodness.
I'm one
Oh
of
my
those that gets
goodness.
excited when Hobby Lobby puts out the Christmas decor in June. So, okay, so we'll end that there. But otherwise, I think I can agree with most folks that they do look forward to football. So that's one of my most favorite things about the fall season.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't know about the Christmas thing per se. I'm more of a after Thanksgiving. You know, we still got Halloween and Thanksgiving to celebrate before we get into Christmas, but it's definitely my favorite thing has to be the changing of the weather. You know, I'm from Milwaukee where I'm used to all this snow. So even today,
Oh, yeah.
I walked outside and it wasn't sweltering hot and I felt back at home, really.
Well, just leave the snow up there, though. That's all we're asking, Phil. I don't think
Yeah,
we can
no,
manage with all the
absolutely.
snow down here in the South.
Yes.
But here's a look at those football forecasts. So speaking of football, this is going to be prime football weather this weekend. Alabama has a home game. They are taking on Southern Miss. That kickoff temperature should be at around 72 degrees. That kickoff time is 6:30 in the evening. Halftime temperatures mid-60s, low 60s for that final whistle. Loads of sunshine on Saturday. It's going to be homecoming. Temperatures are going to be closer to 80 degrees for that kickoff for Auburn Saturday afternoon. Halftime temperatures at 76, final whistle at 67. So loads of sunshine, zero chance of rain for the weekend. That ridge of high pressure is building in. That means sinking air. And as I tell kids when I go and do school visits, when you see an H on the map, that means high pressure. But I say it really means happy weather. And we're going to have happy weather for this first full weekend of fall. Phil?
Yeah, no, I'm so excited for it. Ashley, thank you so much for breaking everything down. It was very informative. Yeah, no, absolutely loved it. And we look forward to discussing more weather topics with you every Wednesday right here on CBS 42 Now, along with the rest of the CBS 42 Storm
team. And let us know what you want to hear, because we want to answer your questions. So leave your comments below on maybe what you would like to hear the weather folks break down for you. We'd be happy to do it on each Wednesday.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have said it better myself, Ashley. Once again, thank you so much. And thank you all for tuning into this latest edition of CBS 42 Now. We want to thank you all so much for tuning in, and we hope you have a great rest of your day and a great start to your fall.